Hey guys, what's up? It's Obs here with another video. So sorry I haven't made one super long. I've just been so busy. And this is the video of why. Okay, so I have a job. And you're probably thinking, you have a job? Why have you never elaborated on this? You're always excited to tell us. I am, but I wasn't sure how it was going to work out because where my job was, it was like, I'm also like a student there, so we were just coming close to something that the school holds. But here we go. Around last summer, my voice coach and I were joking about me having a job, and it was an ongoing joke for a few months. And it kept going like back and forth. And it was like, yeah, haha, maybe I could have a job here, haha. It was all like a big joke. And then after that happened, you know, it was all a big joke. But then near December, my coach said, you know, my vocal coach said, you know, after Christmas goes by, he might need some help at the studio, and you know, he asked one of the other students, and I was like, well, why didn't he ask me? You know, I can help too. So I told him if he ever needs my help, you know, I'm available. You know, sometimes I have nothing to do, and I'm totally available. So I helped him out over Christmas vacation, or after Christmas vacation. You know, we still have like a week or so off after that, and we usually don't see each other till after the New Year. Anyways, so I helped him out there at the studio, and you know, there was nothing really taught. There was like a joke that like maybe, but like it wasn't like official. I was like, well, yeah, and she's like, I kind of just like brushed off. I'm like, well, yeah, you know, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Whatever. I was like, but you know, I'm always here to help. Like, don't be afraid to like ask for my help. And then I went to my vocal coach's house for New Year's Eve because he was having a little get together with like people, and I was like, okay, this is cool. And he really didn't say anything about a job after that. It was all like a whirlwind kind of thing. So after coming back for a few weeks to vocal and band and all that, he starts telling me one day, like during my lesson, like totally random, during my lesson, like what he's gonna do like at the studio, and I'm like, okay, like why was he telling me this stuff? And then he's like, you're looking for a job, right? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, okay, you got it. So that's how I basically kind of got the job. It was all like such a random moment. So I started helping out the studio a little bit. And then I also started like and that was like about it. And then like, you know, I started helping out the studio. He's like, and I texted him like on like Father's Day, like my schedule for the next upcoming week. He's like, I'm probably gonna take a break from now having you work because I want you to focus on getting ready for the concert, which went fabulous, by the way. So I was like, okay. And then after that, he started calling me a lot to work at the studio and at his house because he was selling his house. Which, you know, that's totally on my work roster. You know, it's kind of like that, like, total relationship. Like, me and my vocal coach basically have 3 relationships. We have student-teacher, employee and boss, and friends. So, like, the house thing was totally, like, normal to me, you know? So that's what, like, the past few, like, weeks have been. It's been between the studio and his house, studio and house, studio and house, studio and house. And you know, sometimes it would be, you know, I never used to work on Saturdays and Sundays, like, those were, like, reserved for, like, no work. But, where his house was, like, he really needed help on, like, Saturdays and Sundays. So Saturdays, it was usually just be me, because I have no life on Saturdays. except for band. But band has been canceled the past few Saturdays because the house was selling. So, you know, I would go over there on Saturdays to help out. It would just be me and my vocal coach. And then Sundays it would be other people, me and my vocal coach, which was kind of like fun, but it was like not fun, like if you know what I mean. You know, I work much better with a group, but I also like to be independent with my vocal coach there, because we have like a good like friendship, I guess. So yeah, and then, you know, the house just sold, so I'm back to just studio work now, which was pretty fun, but, you know, it's all a whirlwind of things happening. I'm gonna start going back on Thursdays for vocal group. It's been canceled for the last 2 months, so I'm gonna be going back on Thursdays for vocal group, except for tomorrow. And of course I'm still going there for vocal lessons and band lessons, of course. But you're probably thinking, is it hard to switch between the relationships with your vocal coach? It is hard at times, you know, because I can go from employee to friend, or from student to friend, or from employee to student, or student to employee. It can be like a whirlwind of things. Like today, I think I went from employee to friend. Like it was so fast. Like bam. And it was so crazy how I just switched from one to the other. But I'm definitely getting more used to it. It definitely went quicker today than I thought. But I got through it, you know. But you know, they're so close to each other, they don't even feel like different. Which it took me a while to learn that, you know, some things might happen as an employee and some things might happen as a student that necessarily wouldn't happen together, but you never know. You know, like, what was it? Right, the other day, you know, I was working before my vocal coach came to teach one of my bandmates, and you know, at that time I was an employee, and you know, he asked the student if he wants water, and I said, do you want me to go ask him? He's like, sure. So I went to go ask my bandmate if he wanted cold water. That was more of an employee thing, and usually I would never ask him, should I ask him necessarily for a student. I mean, if I could, I would, but like, I normally would never do that. So that was like an example of like something that would happen like as an employee, but like not as a student necessarily. But like if I was just, I still would have said something, but you know, normally I wouldn't have said anything. Normally I wouldn't even be there during my bandmate's solo lesson, but I was there anyways for work, so whatever. It's not that big of a difference. It's like 30 minutes before my solo lesson, so definitely, like, I had half an hour to switch gears, so that was kind of cool because I got to relax for like 30 minutes and transition into a student. Alright, so that's updates on just why I have been MIA for so long. So I'm so sorry about that, but things are starting to calm down. Hopefully, I'm hoping to get back to you guys in regular lengths of time. Alright? Peace out. Bye, guys.